Over a 6-month period I found a pump at a Chevron with the access door unlocked on the pump. I was able to override the counter on the pump, so I was able to prepay $20 but get $80 worth. Did this a lot over the last 6 months. I, 23F, have been dating this guy, 26M, for a few weeks now. I was really afraid of getting dating again, but he makes me feel so comfortable that the fear disappeared. Last weekend, we spontaneously met up again and had an amazing 4th date. We planned to eat together on Monday, but suddenly he felt ill. I was working as usual on the Monday when I passed out because I felt dizzy and only felt worse after that. I went home sick and got the worst headache ever and still feel very dizzy and somewhat nauseous. He texted to ask how I felt while I was worrying about him. This sweet man knew I didn't have any groceries in the home and went out of his way to get me some supplies. I don't really have the most loving family and I've been taking care of myself for ages. I'm not used to being taken care of. He brought me groceries and he stayed for a bit, making me tea, a sandwich and some fruit. I couldn't help it, but I started crying because I don't deserve such kindness. He had to go again and he wanted to give me some rest, but here I am, crying and typing this message because I feel so loved now and I just had to share it with someone. Fucking thrilled. And sweating through my shirt right now. Update. Since some of you asked, here's how returning to work after I pissed myself went. I came in with a deny everything, admit to nothing attitude. Surprisingly, nobody said anything. A few people came up to me and asked if I was okay, feeling better. My workstation smells like piss. There is now a roll of toilet paper on top of the cabinet next to where I pissed my pants. It was not there yesterday. Not even an hour and a half ago. I am mortified. I was 3 hours into my shift, working away. I suddenly got the urge to pee, but I was in the middle of something I couldn't just put down and come back to. I'm gonna hold it. I'm going on break after this anyways, I foolishly thought. No. Instead my body decided to empty its fucking bladder and it was so full that I was left with a puddle under my feet. A fucking puddle. I quickly finished my work, make a swift exit to the bathroom and panicked. Oh boy did I fucking panic. Okay, maybe I can just rinse the parts that I peed on and go commando for the rest of my shift. I chucked my underwear in my locker to deal with after I dealt with my pants and tried my very best to only rinse the part that was peed on, no luck. I soaked my work pants in the sink and tried to wring them out, not thinking how obvious it was that they were wet. I tried drying them with a copious amount of paper towel, no luck. I was in there for 15 minutes at this time. My break is only 10. The longer I was in the bathroom, the more I panicked. Maybe I can just wear them and hope they dry before anyone notices. Maybe they won't smell. Let me tell you. Putting on soaked work pants is one of the most disgusting sensations there is. It's way above wearing a wet sock. I broke down and booked out outside, where I called my mom and told her what happened. Following her advice, I called my supervisor, had to leave a voicemail of me saying I've had an accident. Why didn't I just say emergency? Dumb panic brain, and drove off. 20 minutes into my drive home I remembered that I forgot to clean up my piss puddle. And I left my piss-soaked underwear in my unlocked and wide-open locker. I think I'm going to quit my job. I've been in OnlyFans girl. Barf. Not only is it absolutely terrible on your mental health, it's not worth it if you aren't being managed or exploited. My OnlyFans was pretty vanilla, literally no vagina, no videos. I'd like to say I took very sexy pictures, some nudity but not insanely spicy. I had 300k on TikTok and got asked at least 50 times a day if I had an OnlyFans. My subscription was $35 a month, with sugar daddies they'd pay me $35 for a conversation. 10 pictures felt wrong to have out there, plus they take like $11 out of every sub I got, then you wait 2 weeks for your money. It was also weird in the way your money doesn't come in huge quantities. It comes in individually as people sub per day, I can see how if I wasn't working and feeling discouraged by the amount of effort and exploitation it takes that I could have gotten sucked into the vicious cycle of spending that money fast and then needing more, and never investing that money into something else or planning to get off of that website could have potentially ruined my life or killed me. I was being completely shit on every day by strangers. I'm totally into BDSM and degrading, but this felt so wrong. It felt like I wasn't gaining anything. It felt like no matter how much money I could have possibly made on OnlyFans, I could never fully fix myself or even know who I am. I was 18 when I started. I had wanted one while I was 17 because of high demand. I now hate having to explain to new boyfriends that I had an OnlyFans. I have to deal with jobs potentially finding that shit. I have to deal with my younger followers and family looking up to me and things like that. I hate that social media glamorized that lifestyle for me. The industry is so oversaturated that if you don't have more than 500k follower or are ready to live stream 10 hours a day begging men to subscribe to your OnlyFans, or a manager who's literally in charge of your money who you have to just hope has your best interest at heart, then you're just going to fall into a nasty pattern that will deteriorate your mental health, whether it's fast or slow. It will eventually take a toll on you. Please wait till you are at least 20 to start an OnlyFans. I wish someone would have told me, or I wish I would have listened. I, 15F, go to predominantly female school. We do not have uniforms, so I normally wear skirts and dresses. I'm a really feminine girl. I get called a sex worker, a slut, cow, hooker and a hoochie mama and other horrible names. I hate it, and it's always this girl named Miranda, 15F, that is not her real name. She comes up there to where I am and asked if I chose to be a hoochie mama today, and I just started crying. I forced myself to cry so that way she would leave me alone. Miranda looked at me in disbelief and then ran away. I got her suspended for 3 days because this has been going on for over 5 months.